So what the heck do we do with the pattern? Hi there, it's Miss Jones again from Sew with Miss Jones. Almost every sewing project has a pattern. A paper pattern has the outlines of the different pieces of a project. They also have matching points where you attach other parts and lots of other information. Sometimes the pattern is just a diagram with measurements that are drawn directly on the fabric and then cut out. A pattern is like a blueprint for a house. The shapes and the measurements of the different pieces need to be exact or the parts won't fit together. Now grab a pencil or a pen and a highlighter if you have one. And don't forget your paper scissors. So let's take a look at the pattern that comes with the cartoon pillow from Start to Sew. Unfold your pattern and lay it out flat. You'll notice there are some big pieces and some little pieces. I have the pizza slice, so mine has one large piece for the body. It has one piece for the cheese, and it has some smaller ones for the mushrooms, the pepperoni, and the olives. Take a look at yours and see how many pieces you have. If you're working in a classroom, it's important that you put your name on each piece so that we'll know which one is which. If you have more than one person doing the same project, then they could get mixed up, and we don't want to do that. Take your writing utensil and find the notches. These are the diamond-shaped pieces. I want you to circle every one of them that is on your project. These will be used to put your pieces together. The solid black line is the cutting line. I want you to circle that. That tells you exactly where you are going to cut, and the circle is a reminder for me. Then the dashed line is the seam line. I want you to circle that one too. This is sometimes also called the sewing line or the stitching line. This is where you will sew the pieces together by hand or by machine. The double-headed arrow on the body is called the grain line. Remember when we used the word parallel in talking about how we place pins? This arrow will be pinned parallel to the selvage, which is the tightly woven edge of the fabric. I want you to find the dots, and I want you to circle these. Some of them are used for matching, some of them used for starting and stopping. My pattern also has dots at the corner, which will show me where to pivot as I go around that corner. The add-on pieces don't usually have a seam line on them or stitching line. That's because we're just going to stitch close to the edge. And one more thing to check is how many copies of each piece you will need. Everybody's going to need 2 pieces for the body, and we'll cut those out at the same time. My add-ons are the cheese and the pepperoni, mushroom, and olives. The cheese is only 1 time. The pepperoni, mushrooms, and olives are 6 times. Circle that number just so you know how many you need. Now check yours to see how many you need of each one. Get your paper scissors, and we're getting ready to trim. See how I'm holding the scissors? The thumb goes in the smaller hole, and your last 3 fingers go in the bigger hole. I keep my pointer out to help me guide the scissors as I use them. Because I am right-handed, I cut counterclockwise. This way I can see the line as I am trimming. If you're left-handed, then cut clockwise. This helps you lefties see the line. We're going to cut the pieces apart, leaving about a 1/4 of an inch margin around the outside of each piece. Do not cut exactly on the line. If there's only a small space between your pieces, cut halfway between each one. As you cut the pieces out, put them in your bag so you don't lose any of them. So that's it. Remember to keep all of your parts of your project together between steps so nothing gets lost. See you next time when we put the pattern on the fabric and get ready to cut things out. Bye for now.